My significant other has been promising to take me down to Hogsback for a nice long winter weekend for a few years, and we finally got to do it this year. So here's a quick review for you. Hope you find it informative. It's quite a drive from Joburg to Hogsback, so you've got to get a really early start if you want to do it in one day. It's about a 900 kilometer drive from Joburg, depending on which way you choose to go. We chose to go down the N1 south and then via the Kharib Dam along the way. The landscape along the route changes quite significantly as you go. So lovely flat plains in the Free State that make their way into really mountainous areas in the Eastern Cape. And it's really quite beautiful to go along the way and see that changing and undulating landscape. To keep our road trips interesting, we typically drive through all the small towns along the way. There's some really cool stuff to see, old churches, old buildings, and some really quaint architecture as well. One of the more scenic stopovers on the way to Hogsback from Joburg is the Kharib Dam. This is the largest dam in South Africa. It's about halfway, so if you're driving down and you do it in one go, then it's a good place to have lunch. And if you're stopping over for the night to break your journey up, it's also great. Lovely views over the dam, definitely recommend it. And we probably will come back here at some stage to spend a few days. It really looks pretty cool. Maybe a bit of camping and a bit of fishing. It looks like a really nice spot. Hogsback is located in the Amathole Mountains. It is in fact a village more than a town, and it's set within a set of evergreen plantations. This is the quaint little town of Hogsback. There's not much to it. There's a couple of coffee shops and a couple of restaurants, some bare essentials such as a fuel station and a little grocery store. There are also a couple of unique little things here, like there's a chocolate shop for example, and there's some interesting backpacking spots and quite a bit of really cool quaint accommodation. So it's quite picturesque driving up through the winding roads to the village itself, as well as driving through it with all these large conifers around you. The roads within Hogsback are generally not paved, which is pretty cool because it does give you the feeling of a quaint little mountain village. And we are now exiting the central business district of the bustling metropolis of Hogsback. So Hogsback is set in the mountains, and one of the big attractions for us was not just the views but hiking up through the ravines and the mountains themselves as well. This is a great spot for people that want to be active. You can hike to one of the various waterfalls or all of them if you choose to. You can do quite a bit of cliffing and mountain biking as well. Some really beautiful options here. There are crisp mountain streams to walk along and some really nice hikes up to the various waterfalls, and some of those waterfalls are really quite spectacular. So the various hikes in the area that we are, you can go down to Bridalveil Falls, you can hike down to the Big Tree, or you can go to Madonna and Child Waterfalls, which is where we're going to now. Lots of beautiful vistas wherever you go, so if you love being out in nature, this is a great place to go. So reportedly, Hogsback is named after the mountains which resemble the top of a hog's back. So while we're in Hogsback, we stayed at a place called The Edge, and as the name implies, it's right close to the edge of one of the mountain cliffs. So this is a set of secluded self-catering cottages that are just a kilometer or two away from the town centre itself. They have all the basic things that you would expect in a self-catering spot, and a lovely warm fireplace for those cold winter nights as well. There are also some really great vistas over the edge, and you can have your breakfast out there on the deck, or your lunch, or enjoy an early dinner. Really beautiful spot with some really nice views. And if you're feeling up to it and you've got a bit of energy, there are some nice cool walks as well. Those are also right on the edge just in front of the cottage, so some really nice walks to have, especially in the evening when the sun's going down. One of the really cool features at the site is the labyrinth. It's a 700-meter long path, and it's really quite cool to walk up to the center and walk back again, and it takes quite a bit of energy, so be prepared to expend a bit of energy, but it's really fun. And after that, you can walk down to the restaurant and have a quick one or have a quick meal. So from there, there's a scenic drive back to Joburg. We took a slightly different route, keep the road trip interesting. It's pretty slow going though, so I would not recommend this for the average sedan. We're doing about between 20 and 40 kilometers an hour depending on road conditions. So it's really slow going, but it's not a particularly difficult road. And we were lucky to get back to Joburg just in time for the sunset, so that was really great, really good timing, lovely trip, and a fantastic way to end it. Hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you found it informative. Hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, go everywhere, see everything. Have a fantastic time.